We can see now how to insert wall covering, and we can move to Specify ribbon. From architectural section of Specify ribbon, we can use wall covering command. Clicking the command, there are two methods to insert the tiles at wall. It depends if you already have inserted the fixtures, like windows or door, for instance, or if you have a plain wall. And in this case, I will use the method with select objects activated, just because we already have windows and doors applied to our walls. Otherwise, the edge of the wall covering will cover completely the windows and doors. So we can activate select object. We can set here the dimension of our tiles, the finish level of the tiles at wall. Height from ground, it's set at 100 just because the skirting board has been activated. I want to remove now skirting board. Okay, and I set 0 as height from ground. You can choose if you want stainless steel panel or just tiles. I leave it tiles. And we can set the dimension of the tiles, 200 millimeters per 5 millimeters of thickness. Here you can also browse and library and choose a different type of tiles. In our case, I can leave it square tiles. I can press OK button now. And now the software asks to select each single side of the wall where you want to apply the tiles. You have to select the internal line of your wall. It doesn't matter if you select also the line under the window or the door. You have to do that. Okay, so I can select the objects. You can also use zoom in and zoom out. You can also use a window selection. I prefer to select each single object like this. Well, at the end, I can press Enter or right-click to confirm I finished to select. And now, for each single piece of wall, I have to specify the internal side, a perpendicular point, just to identify the construction side of the tiles. So I have to click on a perpendicular point for each piece of wall. The software, it's analyzing each side, each piece of wall. And at the end, when it has finished, it shows me all the tiles applied. I can move to isometric 3D view, and we can also apply realistic visual style just to see the tiles applied at wall. As you can see, the tiles have been applied and they do not cover doors or windows. This is just an edge. You can change in material assignment. You can also change the material for the tiles. The second method to insert the tiles, if I come back to plan view, if you want to apply the tiles, for example, here, you can apply the tiles to these 3 sides of wall. Okay, and in this case, you can run again wall covering. Instead of using select object, I deactivate select object. I can set 0 again. I can press OK. And now I can decide to start from this point to that point, to that point, till that point. So instead of asking to select each single side, it asks to identify the perimeter you want to cover with the tiles. At the end, right-click, enter, and in this case, it just asks a one unique internal point, just for the first piece of wall. In the same way, it applied the tiles, but in this case, we didn't select any door or fixture because we just have plain walls. And this is the result, as you can see here. You can repeat also for the rest if you want to apply and insert other tiles.